Hello, welcome to this quick training on how to sell Unveil Haircare in your salon or healthcare clinic. I want to go over a few things about the product and some of the things that make us different. Our hero product, number one, is our hair promoting growth serum. So legally, since we don't have an FDA cleared ingredient in it, meaning minoxidil or Rogaine, we can only say it targets hair growth, promotes hair growth, and thicker, fuller hair. So we are working on clinicals now. So we'll hope to have those soon to actually prove the efficacy of the product from a private third-party lab. But in the meantime, this is for a fuller, thicker head of hair. It's anti-shedding, anti-breakage, and again, promotes hair growth. What's unique about this product is there's no hormone disruptors. It's non-toxic. What I'm using is plant stem cells, terapeptide 3. It's an amazing product that I learned about because my mom's foot had like a bone spur and they had put stem cells in her foot and her bone spur started to regenerate and her foot was healed. I don't know how all that went down, but I was like, wow, if that could happen in her foot, I wonder what you could do with the hair and scalp. And I'll be darned if it didn't work with that. And I found the perfect proprietary blend for us. The other thing is there's no animal testing. We're vegan, gluten-free. We are no known carcinogens. So that's our no list, which is on the bottle. So we're really proud of that. I'm very proud of that there's no hormone disruptors, because my background as the founder is I've had brick and mortar stores for the last 2 decades. Depending on when you hear this, I'm coming on 22 years. And I've been selling other people's products like Viviscal or Revitagen, and they all had either shellfish or gluten or some kind of something gnarly in the product. This does not, because I kept getting all the feedback from the clients, whether they were my Jewish clients, they didn't want shellfish in the vitamins, which we'll get into next, or I had some clients that had gluten sensitivity, they didn't actually want it even on their scalp. So all that came into play when I created this. Most important was that it worked, but it was like, how can I make all these come together? And I found a lab, I found an amazing formulator on my 3rd try. And we worked on this for almost 2 years to produce Unveil number 3 serum. It's actually, though, a mist. So the reason I used serum is because that's what gets Googled, but technically this is a mist. So what I do is I spray it on all the areas where I feel like I'm thinning. So I spray it in here, I spray it here, and I spray it in the back of my hair, especially right here in the crown. I do it when my hair's wet. I just actually showered and washed my hair. I do it when my hair's wet. And then I blow dry it into my hair. I actually let my hair air dry, so it's kind of sitting on my hair for a minute. And then I blow dry it into my hair. And then the next morning, I'll just give it a little spray. But we had some clients with super textured hair, and they tried it, and it actually worked really well and didn't kink their hair up even after they'd done straightening treatments and different stuff like that. So again, this is an amazing addition to your product suite. For sustainability, glass bottles, for non-toxic beauty, and scalp health. This has vitamin B in it, vitamin 5 in it, B5, all these different things to help support scalp health, because people don't think also about, most consumers, about their scalp. And when your scalp ages, what happens is your follicles, then they kind of atrophy and kind of like weird in on each other, and then the hair bulb and papilla is not working. So what happens with this is it actually causes it then to just kind of be like a normal size, and then your hair can come through. Then with our terapeptides, what's amazing with this is it actually then anchors the hair and holds it in. So you'll experience less shedding. And then the final thing is we have caffeine and niacin in it. So for people to get an immediate look, like I've given this to clients before, and they'll say, oh my gosh, in like 4 weeks, it felt like I had so much more hair. Actually, they didn't. It was their existing hair felt thicker and it stopped breaking. Because I don't know about you guys, but once I got into my 40s, my hair started breaking and I couldn't maintain the length. So the way this coats the hair, it actually helps prevent it from breakage, heat damage, and all of that. So it's super amazing. So it's your apple stem cells, vitamin B5, B3, and then on the box, it actually gives out all the steps. To manage expectations, I always tell clients in 6 weeks, they should notice their hair feeling fuller, looking fuller, but not new hair growth. It takes 90 days to 100 days because every hair on your head is in a different hair growth cycle, because you have 3 of them, your resting phase, your shedding phase, and your growth phase. And the cool thing about Unveil is it extends your growth phase, which is your anagen phase, and helps it to go longer. It helps to shrink in your shedding phase and your resting phase. So that's a really amazing thing about the product. So for me, since I started going gray, I noticed my grays come in way faster because my hair is growing so fast. So that's really hard, a bad problem to have. Okay, so that's Unveil. Number 3, our hair serum. What works really great with it is our brush. This is our number 0, I believe, is for our scalp brush. I like to use it back in here, and I just massage it. I keep it in my right next to my bed. I also come here and give it a rub. I like to rub it wherever I feel like my hair is thinning, and it's usually in these areas for most women because we have that diffused hair loss right around kind of our hairline. And I'll do that for about 5 minutes. I know some of my gentlemen that have shorter hair actually put this in their shower, and then they do this while they're in their shower. So you can do it however you want. What this actually does is it stimulates blood flow. Most of the time, we don't massage our scalps. We're not moving those cells around, so we're spraying our hair with hairspray. We have dry shampoo in there. Just like how you dry brush your skin, you should be dry brushing your scalp, and this is the way to do it. Also, it feels amazing. So that's another really great thing. So these two together are an easy sell. The other thing I wanted to say about this is it really is best if you can get them to buy 3 bottles. 3 bottles last 3 months. Each bottle's a month, and then they'll use it for the 90 days and they'll be thrilled. What I've noticed in my stores is when they only buy one, they tend to not buy another because they haven't seen results yet. So we sell, if you buy 3, you save, I think it's 21% or something like that. Or $21. So you get it actually for $150 versus the $171 it would have been if they bought them on their own. So really try to push the 3-pack because that makes they're just happier. People, once they already have it, will use it. Versus if they buy 1, that's kind of how we sell it online. Most of the orders tend to be 1, and they don't rebuy when they buy 1. So that's a tip. And then the final product I want to talk about today is our vitamins. So you may or may not have these at your clinic. These really are amazing. These are hair nutrition vitamins. They're gluten-free, gelatin-free, because I happen to be vegetarian, so I wanted no animal products whatsoever, even in my capsule. Soy-free and shellfish-free, as I had mentioned before for my Jewish clients. And a lot of people have an allergy to shellfish. They just don't like it. And I don't like that taste in my mouth. So this is the highest quality ingredient supplements that are bioavailable. So if you take it with food, which I recommend, that way as you're absorbing your food and all of that, this will go in there with you, and then you will excrete whatever you don't need. I know people have some different things with niacin and iron. It's very low, but I also find, like for myself being vegetarian, I'm usually low on iron. So we might come out with one that's without iron, but like I said, it's not a high, we don't have a lot of iron in it, but yeah, there's 12 milligrams, so it's really not a lot. This is, again, vegan, non-GMO, no animal testing, and we have a proprietary blend. So we have ashwagandha, cayenne pepper, aloe vera leaf extract, horsetail. These were all things also because for myself, running a small business, and I'm always stressed and on the go and doing, this just helps to anti-inflammatory your body. Also, so does Unveil. It has anti-inflammatory in it as well, which is so important because inflammation in our body causes hair loss. And stress causes hair loss and so many other things. And so for me, that was really important because I'm pretty high strung doing all the things that I'm doing. So that was important to me for this. And this can replace your regular multi-vitamin. It has the DHT blocker, stimulates collagen production, improves blood circulation. And then finally, this you will get, and you will give this to your client, and it goes over how to take photos. Very important you tell your clients to take photos, because I have found that if they don't take photos, they forget what they looked like 6 weeks ago. That's a long time. And 6 weeks is really when you start to see a difference. They might feel it or they'll forget. So I always say take photos. That's actually the back of my head like 2 years ago, because I was thinning back in there, because mid-40s is when people start thinning. And then that was the front of my hairline here, which now, as you can see, is totally filled in. That's not any powder or anything. That's me. And then all your do's and don'ts. Then on the back, it says your order was packaged by. And then if they have any questions, they can reach out. And lastly, we have a money back guarantee. If you do not love Unveil as much as I do, they can give it back to you, and I will refund your studio the money, you know, what you paid for at the wholesale price. Or for myself, when they order on our website, we give you love it as much as we do, or we give you your money back, no questions asked. I can with full integrity tell you, we've had this on the market over a year, and we have had one return. Now, as we get more and more studios on, I'm sure that's going to happen more. But really in one full year, we've had one return. I mean, it's that amazing. It's that great. I feel so good to tell you that. I wouldn't have put my name on it if I didn't believe in it. So I'm so glad you're part of our Unveil tribe. You can always email me if you have any questions, if there's any way I can support you and your team. Helena at unveilhaircare.com. Happy selling.